The year is 2025. The world, a tangled web of anxieties, looks on with bated breath. India and Pakistan, two nuclear-armed neighbors, stand on the precipice once more. The fuse? A horrifying terror attack in the idyllic valley of Pahalgam, Kashmir. The familiar shadow of violence stretches back decades. It threatens to engulf the subcontinent. Again, the stakes have never been higher. The world holds its breath. Will it be ceasefire or war? Pahalgam, a jewel of the Himalayas known for its breathtaking beauty. On April 22, 2025, this serenity was shattered. Gunmen, their allegiance unclear, stormed a crowded market, unleashing a nightmare of bullets and blood. The target Hindu pilgrims, innocent tourists caught in a crossfire they never saw coming. The death toll, 28 innocent lives extinguished. The world recoiled in horror. India seethed, demanding justice. Pakistan, as always, denied any involvement, yet the finger of blame pointed westward. The question was not if India would respond, but how. India grieved, but its grief was laced with fury. Prime Minister Modi vowed a response. Terrorism will be met with a language it understands, he declared, his voice shaking with barely suppressed rage. On May 7, 2025, India launched Operation Sindoor. The target alleged terrorist camps across the line of control in Pakistan-administered Kashmir. Missiles rained down on 9 locations, followed by a swarm of armed drones. India claimed to have neutralized over 100 terrorists. Pakistan, however, cried foul, claiming civilian casualties and denying the presence of any terrorist camps. The world watched, holding its breath. The tinderbox had been lit. Pakistan, reeling from the Indian strikes, vowed revenge. "We will not back down, we will respond." "Be prepared to face the consequences," thundered Pakistan's Prime Minister, his voice thick with anger. The very next day, Pakistan launched Operation Bunyan, a furious counterattack. Fatah-1 missiles, their trajectory aimed at Indian military installations, lit up the night sky. Swarms of Pakistani drones, armed and dangerous, buzzed towards targets in Jammu and Punjab. India, its air defenses on high alert, scrambled to intercept. The first drone war between two nuclear-armed nations had begun. Section 5, the drone war begins. A new era of warfare had begun. The skies over Kashmir crackled with tension. Drones, silent predators, hunted for targets on both sides of the border. Indian S-400 missile defense systems roared, intercepting incoming threats, but some slipped through. Explosions rocked the cities of Jammu and Amritsar. Pakistan claimed to have destroyed Indian military assets. India reported civilian casualties, accusing Pakistan of deliberately targeting innocent lives. The world watched aghast. This was a dangerous escalation. The spectre of a full-blown war loomed large. Section 6, a fragile peace, the US-mediated ceasefire. As the situation spiraled dangerously close to the brink, the international community intervened. The United States, sensing the urgency, stepped in to mediate. After frantic back-channel negotiations, a ceasefire was announced. At 5 p.m. IST on May 10, 2025, the guns fell silent. The world breathed a collective sigh of relief. But the peace was fragile, hanging by a thread. The ceasefire was just the first step. The real challenge, everyone knew, lay in ensuring it held. Section 7. Shattered truce, ceasefire violations. The ink on the ceasefire agreement was barely dry when accusations began flying. Within hours, both sides accused the other of violations. Explosions were reported in Srinagar and Rajouri. The staccato rhythm of gunfire echoed across the line of control. The blame game intensified. Each side pointed fingers, denying responsibility. The world watched, a sense of déjà vu setting in. Was this just another cycle of violence, destined to repeat itself? Section 8. The world watches and prays. From Washington to Beijing, from Moscow to Riyadh, the world watched with a mixture of anxiety and frustration. The United Nations called for restraint. The United States urged both sides to honor the ceasefire. China, Pakistan's all-weather ally, called for dialogue. Saudi Arabia and Iran, regional powers with high stakes in the stability of South Asia, made their concerns known. The message was clear. Another war was in no one's interest. Section 9. A Fragile Hope, DGMO Talks and the Future. As the world held its breath, a glimmer of hope emerged. On May 12, 2025, the Director Generals of Military Operations of India and Pakistan initiated talks. The objective to de-escalate the situation and find a way forward. The talks continue, shrouded in secrecy. The world waits, hoping for a breakthrough. The question remains, can dialogue triumph over decades of mistrust and animosity? Can India and Pakistan find a way to coexist peacefully? The future of the subcontinent, and perhaps the world, hangs in the balance.